Some guy gave, did you see that huge hat thing? I don't know why. And got dropped the next week, so I've got no reason not to be happy. G'day YouTube, Steele Sidebottom here. I've got plenty of questions here from the fans, so I'm here to answer a few of them today. All right, so Lila has asked, what do you love most about playing for Collingwood? The one thing I love the most is clearly playing on a weekend. You know, we usually get big crowds there, but I think all our supporters are the best. They're so passionate. Yeah, and I love nothing more than that Collingwood chant going up, usually late in the game when we've nearly got the match won. Abby has asked, what's your biggest fear? My biggest fear is a lot of things actually. I don't like heights, don't like spiders, snakes. Yeah, maybe just those. Favourite ground to play at? Yeah, easy the MCG, clearly, but also I love to play at the Adelaide Oval as well. I think it's a pretty cool ground.
Adelaide have just dropped off a smidge and it's given them a...
Oh, what was that? Sidebottom! He's kicked a goal out of the rack.
Got the grass hill behind the goals, but the surface is always pretty nice there as well. This one's from Noah. How many kids do you have? Good question, Noah. I've got 2 kids. I've got Matilda, who's 4, turning 5. Little Ned, he's going to be 2 starting next year in January. And then we also have another little boy on the way. So my wife is 20 weeks without pregnant, so another little boy in December. Tahar's asked, who's your silliest teammate? Silliest teammate. Buzzy, I think. Very funny, but also very silly as well. So, yeah, Russ. All right, this one's from Adam. What's been the best fan interaction you have had? Oh, so many to choose from. I think it's hard to go past the like the lap of honour after the grand final in 23. Yeah, clearly, you know, a very special day, but I think it was very nice to be able to enjoy that moment with the fans who, you know, it meant so much to me, and I'm sure it just meant so much to them as well, to you guys as well. Yeah, to see people crying and just how happy they were, it's, yeah, it was really nice and something that I, yeah, often do think about.
What about that hat you got?
Oh, the big, after the, oh, that gold, yes, that little top gold hat thing. I do have a few hats, even after the M&D game this year. Some guy gave, did you see that huge hat thing? I don't know why. Okay, next question from April. How are you always smiling on the field? Well, I'm just a very happy person. I'm playing footy for the best club in the land. I dreamt to play AFL footy and now I'm getting to live out my dream, so I've got no reason not to be happy. All right, this one's from Alex. How and when did you become the leader of the song? Good question. I actually don't know how. I think Maury just almost has given it to me, but it's something that I love being able to start it off. Sometimes I like to stretch out the pause at the start. Other times I'll get it going nice and quick, but I guess Das just handed me the reins and here we are. Other than Pendles, who has been your favourite teammate to play with over the years? Well, I've been lucky to have a few. I used to love playing with Blairy. Yeah, someone that I was drafted with and lived with for a little bit at the start of my career, so I love playing with Blairy. Leon, very special player. Yeah, someone I love playing with. Dids is also very enjoyable to play with, but yeah, been very lucky over the time. Go CFC 90 has asked me, what's your favourite place to visit? It'd have to be Tallygaroopna, where I was born. Family still live there. Yeah, I'd love to get back there as much as I can. Don't get there that often at the moment, but yeah, still love to. All right, this one's from Jason. Best player you've played against and why? Best player. Well, I've played against Buddy Franklin. Haven't played on him directly, but yeah, I think he's someone who, you know, he's definitely one of the greats of the game. I remember a game against Hawthorn at the MCG. I think it was maybe from a kick out in the wet. They went long down the middle and he grabbed the footy, jumped over like 2 or 3 of us and kicked it from inside the centre square. He's a very special talent and someone that, you know, I love to watch as well. Actually, in my first year, so someone 1v1 I've struggled against. In my first year, we played Sydney in Sydney. I think we were losing at half time. And at that stage of my career, I was even skinnier and lighter than I am now. But I remember I got put onto Brett Kirk in the 3rd quarter and quickly got moved off him and got dropped the next week. So there's one for you. This is from Joe, and he says, why does Jeremy call you Squid? He calls me Squid because I think Victorian cricketer had the nickname, I think it was Clint Mackay actually, had the nickname Squid. And somehow that transformed over to here, maybe through his cousin Wadey, who probably played cricket alongside him. And then it sort of transformed into Squid Lips a little bit. And it's just sort of, yeah, it's held on. I think it's been around now for, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 years, so cool story. Ella has asked, why number 22? Well, I didn't have a choice what number I got, basically. When I got drafted, 22 had just become available. I think, yeah, Reece Shaw wore it the year before and had obviously left the club. So, yeah, I guess I was gifted number 22. I think it's one of the most special numbers at Collingwood. There's obviously been some past greats to wear it. So yeah, I've been very fortunate to be given the number 22. Ryan has asked, best sledge you've heard on the field? Well, the best one I probably can't repeat on the camera, so I might just skip through that one. Cassie wants to know if you could be famous for something that's not football, what would it be? I don't know much other than footy. Footy's all I've ever done my whole life. Something I'd like to be famous. I mean, I'd love to be like a pro golfer or something like that. But yeah, the chances of that happening are pretty slim. Flag Pies Ebas, _20 is asked. Favourite moment in your career and why? Yeah, 23 flag, clearly. I'd obviously won one before that, but I think, yeah, in 23 I'd had to work a little bit harder for. Yeah, I think it was 13 years between the 2 flags, so yeah, 23 was by far the highlight of my career to date. This one's from Harry. What's your best golf score? I've shot a 78 before, is my best, at Moona Links. Thanks, Harry. This one's from Loz. What do you want to do when your AFL career is over? Good question. I want to find the job that pays the most for the least amount of work. So I might have to sift through a few first, but yeah, I don't know, I might just play footy forever. This one's from Oliver. What is the best game you have ever played in your career? Maybe in the prelim in 2018 against the Tigers. Yeah, had a pretty good day that day. It's one that, obviously a special game too to beat the Tigers in 18 as well, but yeah, that'd have to be up there. What is the greatest goal you have ever kicked in your whole career? Yeah, well, I think probably the goal in the grand final in 23 was pretty special.
Got this journey, you've got to be on high alert inside forward 50 if you're a Brisbane Lion.
There's not been one lead for him.
They've got Cox deep. Steele Sidebottom. Wowee!
But yeah, I've kicked 201 goals now, I believe, so I'm sure there's been a few decent ones, but yeah, the 23 one in the grand final was the best. This one's from Rue. Favourite hobby outside of footy? I've actually been off the golf a little bit of late. Probably just spending time with the kids, the family. Who has had the biggest impact on you at Collingwood and why? I actually got asked this yesterday already. I think it would have to be Pendles. Basically he's been here the whole time I've been here. And I've had someone that I've been able to look up to and basically just try and copy or just try and follow in his footsteps in some aspects. I've been very lucky to have him by my side in basically all of my games as well. I think a lot is mentioned about his leadership on the field, so to have someone like that beside you in when you're out there to play is obviously pretty special, and I think what the impact that he's had on me at this footy club has been huge. Thanks YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go the Pies.